It's strange how something that once felt powerful can slowly fade into the background. NOTA, or the none of the above option, entered Indian elections in 2013 with a sense of promise. It felt like a new way for voters to express dissatisfaction without staying silent. But over the years, something unexpected has happened. Its relevance has steadily declined. In this regard, let us try to understand why are fewer Indians choosing NOTA today? If dissatisfaction is rising, shouldn't NOTA votes rise too? Does NOTA actually make any difference to election results? And why do political parties seem unaffected by it year after year? If you are curious to explore these questions on your own, you can analyze the datasets on NOTA votes compiled by our team at Dataful. Sourced from the Election Commission of India, these datasets are clean, structured, and ready to use, making the data analysis hassle-free. To download them, click the link in the description. Now back to the story. Let's start with the national picture. In the 2014 Lok Sabha elections, for every 1 lakh votes polled, about 1073 were NOTA votes. In 2019, this fell down slightly to 1057, and by 2024, it dropped further to 987. State elections also tell a similar story. Let us consider 4 states from different parts of the country where at least 3 elections have happened since 2013. For example, in Arunachal Pradesh, NOTA fell from about 1047 per lakh votes in 2014 to 948 in 2019 and then to 658 in 2024. In Bihar, it dropped from 2485 in 2014 to 1676 in 2020 and then slightly rose to 1814 in 2025. In Rajasthan, it fell from 1883 in 2013 to 1318 in 2018 and further down to 964 in 2023. And in Telangana, it moved from 782 in 2014 to 1086 in 2018 before dropping sharply to 734 in 2023. To sum up, in both Lok Sabha and state assembly elections, NOTA votes have been steadily declining over the years. So why is this happening? The simple explanation is that voters don't see any real impact. NOTA doesn't change who wins. Hypothetically speaking, even if NOTA gets the highest number of votes in a constituency, the candidate with the second highest votes becomes the MP or MLA. There is no re-election, no disqualification, no right to reject. Once voters realize this, many feel that voting for NOTA achieves nothing beyond expressing frustration. In this context, let's understand the thought process of an average NOTA voter when the election season arrives. The voter looks at the list of candidates and thinks, I don't like any of them. Then seeing NOTA on the ballot brings relief. So he happily presses the NOTA button, feeling satisfied for having voted. But once the results are declared, there is absolutely no effect. Someone he doesn't like still wins. Nothing changes. Life gets busy again and the voter forgets about NOTA. Years later, another election approaches and the cycle repeats itself once more. Because of such a scenario, many voters are compelled to avoid NOTA even though they dislike all candidates. The way India's voting system is designed is also a contributing factor. We follow the first past the post system or the FPTP system. FPTP encourages strategic voting. People are often compelled to vote not for who they support the most, but for who they dislike the least, just to prevent a particular candidate or party they dislike from coming to power. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose an election has 3 main candidates. One is a relatively decent contender from a popular political party A. Another is a candidate with a criminal background from another major party B. And the third, arguably the best choice, is an independent candidate. Many voters may genuinely want to support the independent candidate. However, because the election is largely polarized between the 2 major parties and there is a real risk of the candidate from party B winning, these voters end up choosing the candidate from party A instead. Their vote becomes strategic. Even the people who wanted to vote for the best candidate eventually vote for candidate A just to ensure that candidate B doesn't win the election. In such a situation, voters see NOTA as a wasted vote because it has no influence on the winner. So even frustrated voters are forced to choose a candidate they see as the lesser evil. Further, NOTA was supposed to pressure political parties to field better candidates, but that hasn't happened. According to the Association for Democratic Reforms, the percentage of Lok Sabha MPs facing serious criminal cases has steadily risen, from 21% in 2014 to 29% in 2019 and to 31% in 2024. This clearly shows that NOTA has not changed candidate quality in any meaningful way because political parties face no consequences even if NOTA gets more votes than some candidates. In the end, NOTA has become just a symbol of dissatisfaction rather than a tool for real change. It was meant to give voters a stronger voice, but without the right to reject, it remains limited in its impact. In short, it is nothing but a toothless tiger. So what should the future of NOTA look like? Should the right to reject become a real option? Should re-elections happen if NOTA gets the highest votes? And how can India better represent voter dissatisfaction? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear your perspectives. Research for this story is powered by GoPy and Tagore.ai. To know more, click on the related links in the description.